winners as well.
Oh,
so
and we're readying up, so let's go. Okay,
Ready to go.
round 1 of Saunamen versus Ascension. Okay, and we have a waste recycling start here for Ascension, and Saunamen start, of course, in Docking Bay. And this is really interesting. So power building the arms lab.
Arms lab again, and only weapons one this time. So opposed to Croctus with that.
Tane is going to meet MF here.
Armor.
Ooh, and Tane takes down MF there in offload. Ooh, with MF trying to sneak by him. Jekt gets picked out a little bit there, as Tane, Llama, and Nate move into gravity.
Intrigue takes out one.
Getting the
Cap to repair. So Leaf is now getting that power up. Not too much happening. We see Tane pushing up the left side. You're not going to find too much up that side.
And I think Ascension going with the same Gorge Tunnel thing as they did previously, with the Gorge Tunnel on Bay Wing, might be putting it in Pipeworks or Oxygenation. They haven't sisted that way yet, as they know it's a very, very popular
Yeah, I imagine it will be a Bay Wing and Oxy, but we do see the power going up in Pipeworks. MF knows Tane is there, couldn't find him anywhere else. But I'm banking on Skulks not finding that. It is a hard room for Skulks to engage in there, so not too much happening at this point.
Oh, and MF takes out Tane there in Pipeworks. Nice play from MF. We do actually see the fast lurk up again. So Jekt has gone lurk. He's in X right now. With the rush with the biomass
Scout
too.
these two in gravity. And
as Intrigue gets
instantly
taken out.
taking him.
My goodness, and you can just see the aim of these Saunamen players. This is real Premier Division play right now from Saunamen. So we will see what happens. And Saunamen on 3 nodes right now. Gravity,
two Skulks not anything in hub. I mean, we see this sort of not capping too much, this sort of ultra offensive play, just going to like block those lanes early and sort of find that positioning. Instantly onto the IP though, and we do see the IP will go down.
Scatter doing a good job.
It's cleaned up though, but it's going to set them back a little bit with 1 Marine down.
And they do clear that Bay Wing pressure group as well, but however, Oxy pressure group, they're still kind of going, what the heck's going on? There are no assists in Oxy. And here we go, just assisting in now, Llama and Nate clearing those assists.
So they know they're there.
Into Docking Bay.
Select so far hasn't had too much to do.
And MF trying to move in on Llama and Nate, sorry. But to take out these Marines, they really need to pack up right now. And unfortunately, we haven't really seen much pack play here from Ascension. I think that's how they really need to kind of take down these Marines here.
Instantly getting... Has to be careful, picking 1, and this remaining 3 should easily pick off Llama here.
As Llama goes down in Oxy right there, and they have sisted in Scatter. They didn't actually get the res node up, and so they will recycle
Probably see Benage drop the tunnel here as well, I imagine. Or not.
MF getting taken out by Tane and Voltsu in gravity, with Intrigue biting down the repair room, repair node. Scatter waiting.
And repair does go down. Intrigue gets picked off. At this point, Saunamen still only sitting on 3 RTs and haven't really achieved all that much. 3.
Oh, here we go. Voltsu and Nate, sorry, moving into Oxygenation.
And MF picks one off. Jekt will come in, and those are cleaned up fairly easily. Now sissing through to Pipeworks, and we'll probably see that tunnel go up in Pipeworks now.
So both teams fairly even on the engagements. This is a good sign for both teams, I think, actually. Both teams are doing fairly well. Saunamen on the 5 nodes.
Jekt has to be very careful, nearly getting dropped there.
And Tane with the fantastic aim there. Almost taking out that lurk, but MF will get the pick
up as well.
On Tane.
Scatter has to be
extremely careful. MF getting the pick on Llama as well in gravity.
Both lurks very close to dying early. You can see the difference in the aim already.
And Intrigue winning the engagement there in gravity. Will take out that node, 15%. Can Veltsu and Tane get there in time? Intric will get the node, get picked by Voltsu's pistol.
So I love this res so far for the Marine side, just going to extractors, medpacks, and they did have to rebuild that early IP. Jack cleans up 2 there. Scat has to be very careful again, very low, and he runs straight into Tane for some reason. So there goes Scatter's lurk, which is not a good start for the Ascension's lurk, as Jack is the T-res lurk. Now going up to 5 RTs. Alien's sitting right now on 4, so we're going to probably see some pressure from Marine side, and we've got 2 pressing into Organ. Jack is already there to scout it, and we'll see that split pressure on other 2. We've got Voltsu and Tane pressing into oxygenation, easily taking out 2 there. So they really need to get that alien groups up again. I think Ascension
they were much more effective when they were in the group, packing down these Marines. However, now it's a lot of solo play from Ascension, and this could bite them a little bit in the bum.
Jack does clear out pipeworks though, but again, this 2 now need to be packed to clear out. This sort of 2 alien versus 2 Marine is not going to work out against a team such as Saunamen.
Inject out of energy, Intric comes up, Voltsu takes out Intric, Bonage will get Voltsu, but Tane is the only one left. Bonage, can he get the last bite? He does get the last bite on Tane. But meanwhile, Saunamen on 6 res nodes, guys. 6 res nodes on Jambies. Very good. With repairs almost blackbarred right now. They need to get back on that res and get a little bit more offensive.
The difference really is these Marines, they know where to be at all times. There's no Marine that's sort of wasting their time sitting around. They've always got a group of 2 ready to hit when they need to hit something.
And Nate and Lipa moving into pipework, trying to snipe that gorge tunnel.
I see 2 skulks down the right side of the map, and that's their cue to press in into pipeworks. Now they've got a fair bit of stuff matured. They've got a bile coming out from that whip, so Jack will come in and get some spike damage here, and hopefully see some skulks come through the tunnel as well. Again, only two coming to sort of clean this up, and it's not going to do it with another 2 pushing to oxygenation as well. And the whip getting a kill there. And losing the tunnel now.
So they did lose the tunnel, however they did clear oxygenation, and they have gotten a couple, 1 res node out of this push. They need to keep moving on that res node. Intric is going to bite gravity right now. There's no one near there to respond. Tane is in offload. Can he get there in time though?
And here we see the pack finally coming through.
They will get the harvester, but Ascension finally packing down that that Marine.
Got another 2 pressing into Oxy straight away. So they will get probably electrical and pub off the back of this, but you don't want to extend too far down that left side of the map, especially with those Marines now walking into waste recycling. Intric does get a pick, so Volts is not going to end up getting too much done on his own here by the look of it. And Jack picks off the 1 in Organ as well.
Scatter doing a good job on the res on the left-hand side. The closest Marine is Nate, who is in supply lines, biting, putting those mines down next to the harvester. He might actually get this extracted down.
Might
10%.
be able to save this.
Nate
looks like it's going to be gone.
Just not in time, but Scatter probably. And Scatter gets the cleanup on Nate. Extremely low amount of HP. Very nice play there from Scatter.
And we do have the Spurs come out now, so that early leg does delay those upgrades, and we're seeing them come out now, and the fades out as well. So they've been sitting on those 3 to 4 RTs for quite a while now, and Marine's down to 4 RTs. So
but
we're seeing.
I gotta say, they've had to spend a lot of res. They've had to spend a lot of res on recapping. Ascension have taken out 9 extractors in 9 minutes, so that is one per minute. And the fade is out. MF is fading. Jacked is still the lurk. He will be able to afford fade if he sacks his lurk. Scatter isn't up to lurk yet, and it looks like they will clear these Marines in Oxy.
2 picks off. So that's a couple of shotguns down, and the. Not too much done there, so only 1 RT lost for the alien side, back up to 4 RTs, and the Marines only just capping back up to 5 now, with Nate capping the electrical core again. So we're seeing our phase tech only just coming out now.
Yeah, I don't know, this game is still anyone's. Like, Ascension are doing great defense on the top side of the map, however,
Jack has to be careful here.
do have a lot of res up.
Jack living on 1%. That's a
look
black
at that
bar
black
flirk.
bar. Woohoo! Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Llama, Voltsu, and Tane in gravity, working on welding that extractor up in gravity. And they're going to try and probably put some pressure on either Oxy or Baywing.
It's Hibernage again, moving that tunnel up to those RTs as they progress through the map. So now they've gone from Pipeworks into Organ, getting those whips up that crag. Actually, no,
Now they're going to pack down this repairs RT. This is exactly what I want to see from Ascension. If they have a chance
scouting that left side,
taking out this Saunamen team. And Saunamen, they have put a phase gate down in
gravity now.
right now. So they have
We've got five Marines
in gravity. Trying to take out something. A life form maybe?
Two Skulks just sack themselves in base.
And that's not necessarily a bad move. They had to have 2 people to phase back, so they couldn't
Let's
have that
push them back,
pressure.
yes.
Here we go. Tane, Llama, and Voltsu moving into Skylights. It looks like we will see a phase gate in Skylights.
So Barrage is gorgeous. He's going to see that coming. He's going to
the
hear them
Drifter
building
is going
there.
to scout it,
but
and he
not
does
too much
scout
they
it.
can do about it at this point. It's a dead Drifter.
Oh, and here we go. An Arc Factory going up. So with Saunamen on a good amount of res, arcs are going to be fairly easy. They're going to arc organ donation and just move those arcs up to Pipeworks, I think.
And arcs from this position as well are very strong, so organ donation is pretty much a write-off at this point, and oxygenation as well can actually be arced from within organ donation, so you can essentially limit the aliens back to 3 RTs at this point and move them up to Pipeworks as well.
And then look, they've got the hive going in Pipeworks. You can easily take out that hive with those arcs. Now Ascension moving into gravity, Intric, Ject, and Scatter. Scatter has re-lurked. Intric moving in without his lurks. Will get taken out, and looks like they're going to put sentries on that phase gate. Very good, very interesting. Something that I actually haven't seen in a while in a competitive match, but sentries guarding phase gates is very good because you cannot grind as a Skulk. Cannot grind that phase gate.
Very annoying is all I can say.
So Ascension on 3 biomass, 2 spurs. They don't have the Gorge upgrade yet. Oh, there it is. The Gorge upgrade has been started. They did scout those arcs, so Bile Bomb will be on the way. Bonage is still a Gorge, which... and as you know, you can actually gorge this vent up here into Skylights, and you can kind of Bile Bomb down from the vent.
Especially with that position of the gate where it is, it's wide open for that.
It is, and they do have a Mac out on the field as well. But Macs don't really have a lot of health when Bile Bomb is concerned.
Now we do see Crag Hive has completed Gorge upgrade on the way, the 3 biomass already completed, so they're in a pretty good spot if they can clear and crush these Marines at Skylights, which isn't going to be an easy task though.
Yeah, so right now it is really pretty much an even game right now. Saunamen have the Arcs and the Phase Gate up in Skylights, however, Ascension on 5 Harvesters, which is a lot, right? Like,
But we do see Intric as Onos.
Ooh, here we go. So this is the make or break situation here for... Oh, and Jack looks like he gets pinched into the vent. But Intric, the Onos, is here. Can they do something with these with this pack? Because the arcs are now firing into organ donation.
There's a bit of a
but the armory block goes down.
There. Sending those aliens in before the Onos was up, and now the Onos is left on his own. With that life also going down.
Cat packs have been started in response to the Onos as well. Whew, this is extremely interesting.
They do have Gorge upgrade completed. It's just going to be a matter of who wins these engagements and who can the owners actually get anything done with that armory wall in the way.
Skylights is an extremely interesting spot to attack from as well, especially because organ donation is so difficult to get through as the aliens. Look at that armory block. People can just shoot through there.
Nothing you can do at gravity.
And with the sentries at gravity on the phase gate, extremely hard to get that down with 2 people camping that phase gate. And the sentry, extremely difficult.
So while this is happening, the aliens really need to be on their res. There's nothing they're going to do. They just have got...
The problem is right now, they don't have a
completely
Skulk.
bogged down.
They don't have a Skulk right now.
Don't have a Skulk, no, that's right. Jack going back to his fade instantly after that lurk death, so if they can clear them and get this... Oh, they have a couple of Marines there.
They need to get the
Gonna kill
gorge
them as
through.
they're
The
coming to
gorge
the
is their
gate.
most valuable life form
They
right
have
now.
actually cleared them as they come through the gate, so this gate is going to go down.
One Marine alive, and that's it. Ascension do take down the Skylights gate, and they will get these arcs with the gorge there, Biling. Fantastic
good
play,
play.
from Ascension.
They caught them off guard, but they only had 2 sitting there easily cleared out by the fades, and they couldn't phase through in time.
Inject did lose his lurk, so he's gone fade. But now Saunamen limited to gravity right now. They are still on 5 nodes, but electrical core is going down. And as we saw before, on tram,
Tunnel being moved up yet
the
again.
tunnel is being moved up, and that is fantastic play. Again, really great idea from the Ascension side.
And we see a round of shotguns coming back through to Skylights now.
And they really want this position back, but Ascension is now very well positioned to kind of repel this force. However, Llama, Voltsu, and Nate moving in, not stopping
And
for anyone. Bonage gets in the tunnel. Oh my goodness, look at the extractor, it's on 2%.
MF is very low, he's going to get pinched into gravity.
Oh, and he gets
Ooh,
saved
he
by
gets
Ject
very
and
lucky.
Scatter. Nice play. Scatter has to be careful with Tane coming up from behind. They will take him out.
So it
And
looks
the
like
phase
at
gate-
this point,
The
they
face
may
gate
be
going
going
back
for
up.
jet packs. They've got the advanced armory nearly complete now, and those are...
Oh,
gonna
but
get
here look
bogged
at gravity.
Intric has to be
Intric has
careful
to be
with these
careful again.
phasing through, but phase gate's nearly going to die to Bile, which frees up the aliens to actually get on those marines, and that's going to go down as well.
So the phase gate goes down in gravity. Saunamen do get the phase gate up in Skylights. And MF retreating. So Nate, Liper, Voltsu, and Llama, and Tane, 5 Marines all marching back with cat packs to gravity. You have
They're
to be
going to have
very
to get
careful.
out of that
Could they
early
get that
and
Onos?
choose their
He has
escape
to.
path. Yes. They're choosing the right way to get out. Raj is going to get picked off.
Oh,
And
Intric,
what are you
Intric.
doing?
And he's dead. He's dead. He's gone. Intric has died as an Onos here in gravity, getting caught out by those
Sure,
4
we didn't
cat
realise
pack
that there were
Marines.
4 coming through. He went for a sort of around the corner ambush and instantly realised his mistake.
And Liper against MF here in Skylights. MF does have to retreat, so Liper extremely low. And it looks like they will try to pack down this phase gate. Ject getting chipped down from the other side. And these high life forms doing a great job against these Saunamen Marines.
Yeah, so MF
MF.
especially is where he needs to be, but getting very low yet again. That's 2 times and just very nearly getting pinched a couple of times as well. So see those
And we're gonna go back to
KDRs.
the Gravity phase gate. Now Saunamen only on 3 res nodes right now. They were on about 5 res nodes for about 4 minutes. So
They really want to get the map position back up with those gates, but they don't have
And-
the res to back it up.
Voltsu finally gets the Drifter after playing Ring Around the Rosie with it for a little bit in gravity. As Llama
And they
is
will
there.
clear up gravity again, so gravity's going to not go up there. And Skylights right now is... No one is on the gate with them pushing into Organ and X. But very good use of these drifters as well, always knowing where the Marines are as they're coming through into gravity as well.
And MF takes a big meat shot from Tane. However, he does get the clear on Tane in gravity. So, man, this is still anyone's game, really, because, I mean, they have such good tech right now. Saunamen, that is. They have the advanced armory. They have the cat packs. They have weapons, too. Scatter's Lurk goes down against the Nate's shotgun. So 5 Marines. Saunamen have the 5 Marines as a pack. Going into gravity right now. Trying to repeatedly get that phase gate up. Ject is here.
The
Tries
advanced
to
armory at
pick
this
out
point
the-
though, it's not helping them all that much with the Marines on a fairly low res. A couple of them getting up into 60 to 70, so it indicates that they may be looking at going for jetpacks, but they can't really get onto that proto with only 3 res.
Exactly. It will take a while for him to save up for that prototype lab.
And now only 2.
And Ascension's done a great job at hitting that res behind the
No,
enemy lines. Look at
only
Intrigue.
one.
Oh my goodness. So Saunamen on one extractor at the moment. They are getting this gravity phase get up, but no meds right now in this engagement. They're on one. They're floating
Jack
one
getting
res.
extremely low again.
My goodness. So, like, it's a double-edged sword right now. They're trying to get that map position back, but they've lost all their res in the time that they've done it. So
And now
Lipa
they effectively can't even afford to put that
escape
gate
the-
up in gravity.
trying to escape the whips there. Nate, Lipa, Tane, and Voltsu moving back. Intric is on the phase gate in base. The IP spawning through. Oh, Voltsu comes back.
These get so low, and they
snipes
can't
him.
really afford to lose anything at this point. Marines can barely afford this gate in gravity. So I'm not sure how that gate is actually going to help them at this point,
at this
seeing as
point,
they don't have any res.
they can't
need to
med.
recap, and they can't even afford to med. They can't afford to even build the RTs that they need.
So, like, what's the point of the cat packs? What's the point of the meds? You know, you can't med on one extractor, and no one can recap because Ascension
They have to sit on
are
the
just-
gates.
They have to sit on the gates with all of their Marines. They can't recap because Ascension will take out one of the gates. So, like, what do you do in this situation as Saunamen? We'll find out, but, I mean, Ascension playing it very well so far.
I think it's a bit of a misstep by them to just sort of focus on that gravity gate too much. You'll see Ascension in those last games we watched, they lost their gates.
Phasing through, it looks like Saunamen will try to get a life form here. A life form pick would be amazing for Saunamen if they do. But unfortunately, Jekt and MF
Both these
are still up.
fades barely take a
great
hit.
job.
That mucus coming in as well, and we can see the shells coming into play now as well, and those 6 RTs really going to just see the aliens rocket ahead with these upgrades, and again,
He's
now
getting
still sitting on
Skylights,
1 RT.
almost down in Skylights. And Jekt gets away on an extremely low amount of health.
Jack keeps running away from the drifter for some reason.
It's like, I want to mucus you, and it won't let him. It's just, he's not having it.
MF again, 1%
And can I just say,
HP.
meanwhile, Ascension's been on, for about 10 minutes now, they've been on 5 nodes, now they're on 6 nodes. So they really just, they're laughing right now. The res that they have to use on whips and stuff like that, drifters,
For that
everything.
plateau in the Marines res graph.
Yeah, look at that, guys. It's just, it's actually crossed. You never cross paths.
He never crossed the beams.
So Tane sitting here in gravity, protecting this phase gate while they get their res back up. So interesting that they've gone for the phase gates right now, because the way that they could really limit Saunamen's economy more is just by going for their recappers, because they're really only on 2 nodes with the third one building.
You've been seeing Jack and MF as Fade sort of scouting that left side of the map, waiting for those recappers, and they just never came.
So MF and Jack now on the phase gate here in gravity. So look, any Marine's gonna phase through. Here we go. They do phase through, and the Fades will split pretty much quickly.
Fade's not really taking too much damage though with that mucus.
And will they get the phase gate down?
They don't have much energy, they have to be careful. Only rifles though.
And the phase gate might go down here, and no Saunamen player is going to phase through. It looks like they're going to Volts is going to try and save it here from offload.
Yeah, but that's just being really annoying on that Skylights gate.
And Intric takes down, and it looks like they're going to get a phase gate here in Electrical Core. Good move by Saunamen. They're going to recycle that Skylights gate, move the gate to a more defensive position where they can hold onto their res. But they do have 3 extractors up right now, with Ascension probably going to kill that gravity extractor pretty soon. As Llama gets taken out by Jekt and Skylights. Jekt out of energy. Bonage, extremely low amount of health. MF coming in. Nice fading by MF. It's going to take out Tane.
So they finally recapped back up to 4, and they have the EC gate moved away from Skylights where it was getting annoyingly biled by that gorge. But at this point, so aliens are so far ahead. They've got Scatter going back as Onos. Intric is only about 5 res off another Onos.
So they got Scatter, Onos, Jekt on 73 res, Bonage on 55. MF on 79, Intric on 56. They could go for a chair rush if they really wanted to. There would be nothing that Saunamen could really do. But Saunamen floating 30 res right now. They have weapons too. 3 rifle
Probably
marines.
saving for that Proto at this point, hoping desperately they can get him back in the game, because at the moment we see there's 2...
They're actually in not a bad of a pre-res situation as you would have thought, right? Lipa 62 res, Nate 44 res. You know, they still can afford jetpacks. Voltsu's on
and
54.
Voltsu 54. So they have been saving, but it means that they haven't been able to get any lifeform kills, so his rifle's so easy pickings for this double fade. I'm not sure how much of the influence the ping is having on the aim from these guys.
Oh, but yeah, we're not sure how much high level, high ping play that they've had. You know, Saunamen could be warming up. This could be their first match of the day. You never know, right? Like there are so many different factors.
About 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, again, probably not that much play today. Whereas Australia Ascension has been playing all day.
All day. And they've been playing Quactus, and they've been playing that, and there we go, the final phase gate for Saunamen there is gone.
The tunnel goes back down.
The tunnel back down. That tunnel, Ascension really love that tunnel.
Except it's back at Pipeworks now.
I'd love to see it in repairs, actually, or Baywing, or Gravity, or something like that.
Repair.
And we see a 5-man Sauna pack moving up through repairs. They're not going to go for the node, but they're going to be met by MF Inject.
No shotguns either.
Tane, Nate, Lipa, Llama.
They're just pushing up, trying to get a phase gate somewhere where they can get something done.
But immediately
Again,
after that,
red.
going straight for the arms lab and the beacon. Nice move by Ascension, recognizing the 5 Marines, going for the base.
That's
And
what happens when you
that
have
progress has just been
no
reset.
phase gates.
Exactly.
And there's the GG.
And there's the GG. So Ascension, the underdog team, take the first round against Saunamen in quite an amazing match. I think you would agree. Alright, so stay tuned for round 2.